Alright. I have no idea how many are gonna be tuning in to this particular spontaneous live stream that I'm gonna be doing right here. So we just have to wait and see who is gonna be jumping in to this very, very awesome conversation right here. Right there. Now let's see. Are we live? Let's see. Are we live? Yep. We are most definitely live. So, to the 3 awesome concurrent viewers that is in this chat, can you please share this live stream around so a lot more awesome individuals can be tuning in to be a part of this awesome community. East versus West 17. Wow. Absolutely wow. There were definitely some very, very interesting matches that did happen over at East versus West 17. And a lot of them were absolutely phenomenal, if I had to say so myself. And honestly, I don't know how many is gonna be tuning into this particular live stream as of now. But it's gonna be still fun to just do this and just chat with the awesome individuals that are tuning in to these live streams. And this live stream that I'm doing right now is very, very spontaneous. But I still wanted to do this particular live. So, I'm just gonna be sharing this around. So I can... Now let's see. Might as well do a bit of this while I am waiting for more awesome individuals to be tuning in. Now let's see. Where are my live stream? There. Alright. Let's be dropping. Dropping in on. Is the sound back on? Okay. My equipment decided to just black out on me for a second there. But hopefully there are not too much complications going into this. Alright, let's see. Who is in the chat? Jesus M. Saludos. Saludos to you as well, my friend. Larratt versus Vitali is the match to make next. If you are referring to the right arm, then yes. if you're referring to the left arm, I don't see that happen. Unless Devon Larratt is pulling against somebody who is in the top 5, then maybe the conversation can be doable when it comes to who is Devon Larratt's next opponent. But in my honest opinion, I think the next opponent should be Tobias Sporrong. And why do I believe that? Is because Camille has beaten both or Devon Larratt and let's see, Corey West and Tobias back to back. So in my opinion, I believe that the next match for Devon Larratt in purely hypothetical. I do honestly believe that the next match of Devon Larratt is gonna be Tobias Sporrong. Because as I see it right now, if you're following how the matches of his super match journey has been, he got literally spanked by Camille. And then he won against Corey Weston now. So, and Tobias has been having battles with Camille and literally and recently just beat Corey West. So, in my opinion, this match should be happening, at least in my opinion. So, that is how I am going with this particular one. We are 7 concurrent viewers and 5 likes. So, can we bump this like button up? I do believe that we can. So if you haven't already, spam that like button so we can at least get this live stream to over 25 likes. So I do believe that we can reach there with the amount of people that can reach to these particular live streams, but we also have to wait and see. Because when it comes to spontaneous live streams, you have no idea where this is gonna be going, so. Jesus M. Kidur Galungarbayev, disappointing performance. I was hoping that he was gonna be doing a lot better against Matt Mask. But then again, Matt Mask is a honest, real killer. And I recently just watched the East versus West matches, at least the ones that I was the most interested by. And I just sped through all of them to see what was said and what was happening at during the matches itself. But in my honest opinion, I was expecting a lot more from Kidur Galungarbayev. But then again, Matt Mask has been training really hard for the past few years, months. And for him, this is a great step towards what he really wants to do, which is of course to become one of the best in 105, 115 or whatever that weight category was. So maybe he is gunning against Nugoshikatsu, maybe he's wanting a rematch against Todd Hutchings, who knows. But I do believe that it will be very interesting to see what will happen with Matt Mask. And as of Kidur Galungarbayev, of course he had his injury that he had leading up to this particular super match. And he recently just gotten back to his own 2 feet when it comes to an arm wrestling injury. But then again, it does not necessarily take away from the power and the preparation and determination that Matt Mask came into this particular match. And of course it was a really dominant performance by Matt Mask, and I am really happy that he was this successful against a killer opponent that is Küdergali Ungarbaya. So we just have to wait and see what will happen next in that particular area. Hermes versus Larratt next. I don't think that match will happen on the left arm. I really don't know if that is gonna be happening on the left arm at all. Since Hermes Gasperini has not pulled a super match for a few years now. And I think maybe we might be seeing something different. But at least for me, the next super match for Devon Larratt on the left arm at least should be Tobias Borong. And on the right arm, I really wanted to see Devon Larratt versus Vitaly Laletin. At least, in my opinion, that will be a very interesting match. At least in my humble opinion. 4 concurrent viewers and 6 likes. Wow. Really, really awesome to have 4 awesome concurrent viewers that are tuning in to a very spontaneous live stream. Completely out of the blue, so. But we might as well do a somewhat of a recap of all of the matches that were happening over at East vs. West in Arlington, Texas. Arsen Khachaturian versus Andrei Sharkevich, and I had Andrei to be winning this. And Arsen won 3-1. And Joseph Meranto versus Cody Wood, and I had Cody to be winning this. And Joseph won 3-2. I think took Hunter Knopfs to be winning this, and he won against Valen Loeb 3-2. I think I picked Craig Tullier to be winning this with a score of 3-0. Mindaugas Tarsaitis versus Giannis Amolins. And in this I think I picked, now let's see. I do believe I picked, now let's see. Yeah, I picked Mindaugas to be winning against Giannis Amolins. And Mindaugas Tarasaitis won 3-2. Joseph Brisson versus Sarah Beckman. And of course I was a little bit biased in that particular super match. But Jocelyn outright dominated Sarah Beckman. And Jocelyn won 3-0. Evgeny Prudnik versus Cody Merritt. And in this I picked Prudnik to be winning this. And he won 3-0 in a very, very dominant fashion. Mindaugas Tarsaitis versus Hunter Knopfs. And Mindaugas really made easy work against Hunter Knopfs, and he won 3-0. Matt Mask, as I talked previously, he won 3-0. Georgi Setkov versus Dave Shafee. And I think I picked Dave Shafee to be winning that. But Georgi Svetkov basically made Dave Shafee look like an amateur. And I have seen a lot of criticism online when it comes to what Dave Shafee should do. and what he should have done. So that is what the talk is going on as of now. Devon Larratt won 3-0 in a relatively dominant fashion. But Devon Larratt himself was admitting that he was gassing out in the second round. So if Corey West was playing a bit smarter that time, maybe he would have gotten a pin against the Devon Larratt. But in this instance, Devon Larratt is showing why he is a force to be reckoned with. And then Yoshinobu Kanai versus Jon Brzenk with a score of 3-0 to the samurai Yoshinobu Kanai. So I think I gotten like 9 out of 11. 8 out of 11. So that is at least what I predicted on who was gonna be the winners of each of the super matches that did happen. Alright, let's see if there are any viewers left here. And we are 3 concurrent viewers and 6 likes. At least better than nothing. At least better than nothing. Now let's see. By the way, guys, for those of you who are still in this chat, which one of the super matches were a personal favorite for you? One of my favorite super matches to watch on the entire card was Giannis Amolins versus Mindaugas Tarasaitis. It was basically like watching Moriarty versus the Sherlock Holmes doing a all-right battle against each other. It was basically like a battle of wits, battle of tactics, battle of techniques. None of them that really did not wanted to be giving anything away to the other guy. So it was basically like a battle of chess. And if you have watched the second movie of Sherlock Holmes, they were basically battling out in a battle of chess somewhere in the last part of the movie. And that was basically the case when it comes to Amolins versus Tarasaitis. They were basically a battle of chess so tight that you were literally biting your nails off in anticipation what the other arm wrestler is gonna be doing next. That is how intense that match actually was. At the end of the day, Kelvin Jones is in the chat. Giannis versus Minday. Agreed. Agreed here as well, brother. Agreed here as well. Also, Joseph Meranto versus Cody Wood. That match was absolutely fun to watch. I was looking back at the pay-per-view because I was competing in the same day in a tournament that were like almost 100 participants. So it was a really long day, but not so much that it was really time consuming. So that match was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Joseph Meranto had some difficulties adjusting to the outright power that Cody Wood had, but once Joseph Meranto was able to put the brakes on and really crushed that pronation of Cody Wood, Cody Wood had difficulties adjusting to get where he really wanted. I mean, he had an opening once he was in a very open type of dragging style, because Joseph was trying really hard to be like this, and if Cody was just able to just do this, then maybe it would have been creating a opening for Cody Wood. So, but the constant down pressure that Joseph Meranto had during the duration of the match was simply too much for Cody Wood to handle, at least in the long run. So, but it still shows what an amazing guy and awesome arm wrestler that Cody Wood really is. I mean, ever since I did see him beat Matthias Schlitt, aka Hellboy, I was being a lot more observant on the capabilities that Cody Wood is bringing to the arm wrestling table. And now, when he had such an amazing war against Meranto, really solidifies the current stage that Cody Wood is in. So, I do agree with you there, Calvin Jones, that that match was absolutely fun to watch. Alright, just gonna be shifting around here. Let's see. Oh yay! I won the bid. 6 concurrent viewers and 10 likes. Woohoo! I have some amazing viewers that is popping in here and there, so absolutely incredible. So, by the way, guys, to all of you 7 awesome individuals that are a part of this stream, what were your favorite matches? Feel free to write it in the chat so we can talk about how much of a interesting competition that East vs West 17 was. But one of the more unexpected matches that did happen over at East vs West was Matt Mask versus Ungar Bayev. And I genuinely hope, I was really hoping that it was gonna be more of a war. But then again, once you are pulling against a dangerous arm wrestler that is a Matt Mask, especially when he gets confident, that is an arm wrestler that you really do not want to have across the table from you. Because when Matt Mask really gets a bite on you, he will let you know that he is in the match, and he will let you know that that the arm wrestler that is across from you is your own personal bitch. Yeah. That is how dominant Matt Mask really was, and how well prepared he was against a very dangerous arm wrestler that is Kidrgali Ungarbayev. But then again, maybe it was a bit too early to just throw Kidrgali Ungarbayev against an in-form Matt Mask. But you can also see it like this. Now, Kidrgali Ungarbayev knows where his level is currently at. And once you know where your level is at, you have a couple of options at this point. You can either let that consume you and just make you outright depressed and not to do anything beneficial out of it, or you can use that as a stepping stone and to have a more clearer picture on what is it that you need to be working on. Because I have seen Ungarbayev pull almost my entire arm wrestling career. I do remember one time when Kidurgali Ungarbayev was in such a great shape that he literally put the brakes on Dmitry Trubin the year, or the same year, when he was when Trubin became the world champion in the minus 110 kilo category. So I do know what Kidurgali Ungarbayev is capable of, but I just hope that he does not get too discouraged on this super match, because Matt Mask is and forever will be a dangerous opponent for anyone that is coming across him. I mean, literally anybody. So I do hope that Ungarbayev can use this as a stepping stone to go back to the shape that he was back then. But as of last night, the one winner in this particular match is Matt the Wild Horse Mask. Now let's see who is 11 likes. We are 14 likes away. We are literally 14 likes away to getting into the 25 like goalpost. So if you haven't already, spam that like button so we can get this live stream to over 25 likes. I do believe that we can get there if we continue to live stream and a lot more people can pop in and be a bit more conversationalists, or however you're saying that. Another match that I was hoping that it was gonna be more of a battle was Jocelyn versus Sarah Beckman. Because I was hoping that the preparation of Sarah Beckman was gonna be enough to be dealing against somebody that is as dangerous as Jocelyn was. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the few that was thinking like, was that just a fluke? What just happened with Sarah Beckman against Jocelyn back then at that particular super match or tournament that happened that day? But it seemed that it was not a fluke, and it was, of course, that Jocelyn has arrived in the world arm wrestling scene. I mean, to basically make Sarah Beckman look like a complete amateur was really unexpected. But then again, Sarah Beckman was able to put the brakes on during the third round, but she was a little bit impatient in that particular moment in time, and I was hoping that she was gonna get a lot more during the match. But at the end of the day, Jocelyn was simply way too strong and a lot more calmer than Sarah Beckman was. I mean, of course, it was a human error if you didn't know if you were on a foul or not. That can really happen to anyone. But then again, I was hoping for a bit more. That's all I'm saying. Alright, let's see. 7 concurrent viewers. Oh yeah. Really awesome time that I am having with 7 concurrent viewers in the chat. Absolutely fantastic. But then again, East versus West was an amazing tournament to be a part of. And I do believe that a lot of potential content is gonna be going from this particular tournament. Or tournament. Super match card. But we just have to wait and see what is gonna be happening next. Let's see. Yeah, I think if there are no further questions that anybody is having, I think I'm gonna be ending this stream right here. So, alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream here. It's just a short stream here with a bit of talking with East versus West and so on. So, to all of you who were tuning in to this, thank you very much to be a part of this live stream, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a nice day, stay safe, don't be a sur puppa, and keeping awesome. Take care.